Yes.
In terms of agnosticism, do you ever encounter people who have such an apathetic attitude toward faith that as you're conversing with them, they become like disinterested or disengaged? And how do you deal with that?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is the number one issue that I face on campus. Truth be told, I actually appreciate having conversations with guys like Matthew, the guy I spoke about earlier, because at least he cares. At least he sees the stakes of the issues. He knows that this impinges upon his life and his destiny. And he wants to live his life, and he knows that these questions ultimately are significant. So to answer your question, I do see it. It's very common. It's in fact the most common. And there's nothing that I can do to produce a sense of urgency in someone, except by asking them to consider that what I might be saying is true. My biggest gripe with our culture today is that we no longer think logically, and we no longer think in terms of the truthfulness of a statement. People can hold contradictory points of view, and they're content with that. And that makes me deeply uncomfortable and disturbed, because it allows them to say, the universe is random, it's purposeless, but yet human rights exist. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Either it's meaningless and there's no point to it, and morality is subjective, or it is purposeful and morality exists. You can't have both. And I try to point that out to people, but they're just okay with it. They're just okay with the contradiction. And I don't know what it's going to take to change that. It's kind of just the pool that we swim in these days in our culture. I think what we can do is to make a stand on the truth and say, no, you're being inconsistent and you can't do that. And to continually remind people. But people can get a pass at it, and I think that's really tragic.